So today we are talking about announcements, which we love because they are the perfect way of getting information to your entire team that's using Pipeline. So today we'll talk about different ways you can take advantage of that ideal exposure to inform your team. That could be anything from instructions to general announcements or information, motivation, fun. We'll cover the whole spectrum. Alrighty? So let's start by first going over where you set up the homepage announcement. And it's under, obviously, admin settings, where you do all of your setup. And then towards the bottom, you'll see this section where you could put an announcement. And I wanted to really quickly go over this because some people don't realize that you can do a bit of formatting in there, meaning you can add bolding, you can add italics, you can add links a way of adding links that will underline whatever the content is that you want to be underlined and link to that particular URL. So we'll show you how to do all of those, and then we'll jump into some examples. Alrighty? Actually, so let me throw one in there just for kicks here so that I can show you how it looks from the front end. So I'm just throwing in this example that we'll go over in a minute. But just so that when we get over to the homepage, you can see that whoever is on your team and comes to their homepage, that announcement will highlight for a brief moment just to call their attention to it. And then that highlight will go away so that they can focus on other areas of the homepage there. If they want to get rid of the message entirely, they can hide the announcement, right? They can still always bring it back if they need to, but it'll hide it and get that out of their way so that, again, they can focus on the other elements of the homepage. If you, as master admin, only master admins can make changes to the announcement. If you, as the master admin, make a change to the announcement, it will automatically re-expand the next time that person goes to their homepage, right? That way, any changes, any updates, or any just completely new messages that you add will still be alerted or expanded for that person, highlighted for that brief second so that they don't miss the new change. And then again, if they hide it again, it'll go away until you do make another change. So if you make daily changes, it'll re-expand every day. If they're not that frequent, again, it's out of their way if they've hidden it so that it's not hindering their view of the homepage. Alrighty? So that's how they work. So let's dive straight into some examples. I've got them sort of categorized here. The first are kind of instructional or training reminders. That's a great way of making sure that information that people perhaps ask a lot or just need access to regularly is right there on their home screen. So some examples of that could be, and I'm gonna actually update these on my other screen so that you're just seeing the end result over here. I'll occasionally pop over to the setup so that you can see what it looks like from the back end. So you can see the format, especially for the first few, so that you can see how that formatting works. So let me go ahead and add this to that homepage message. Right, so here I've said, once you've started a new transaction, please upload your docs, right? A link for the listing checklist right away, right? That may be something that you need your users to know or be reminded about. And you can see here, I've linked to the upload page, right? So they can go straight away there. And just so that you can see what that looks like, let me drag this window over here. How I've entered it into that field is there is a way of setting up links so that they do just what it shows right there, right? Upload your docs is underlined and linked. This is the way that you do it. This is the format that you do it in. Basically, it's a series of brackets and parentheses, which are shown over in this little link here, right? Learn how to format this message. I'll see down here how to format a link. And I want to open this in a full page so I can see that whole table. But right here, things that I can do for messages are these down here: hyperlinks, formatted links, bold, and italics. Okay. And again, just a simple little series of some square brackets and parentheses around your link there. Okay, let me close that. This one's got a relative link. We're not really going to go into those, but basically, if you look at that formatting page, you'll see how to do that. Okay, so that's that first one there. Let's go back to our announcement page, and let me do this other one, the second one here. The second one is useful, particularly if you use visual indicators, which we see more and more of you guys doing, and we love as well. We reload there. Okay. And it shows a key. You probably see this a lot in our webinars or during our training because this is sort of our standard announcement. And it just has a key. If you're using visual indicators like these to help classify your transactions, right? All transactions that start with the orange dot, for example, could be ones that are assigned to Janice or purple dot or Katie, et cetera. But having that key there when you're using that that level of classification can be useful because, again, it's on the home page, it's a nice key, etc. Okay. Alrighty. So that is another example. Here's another good example of kind of guiding or instructing your users. 1 second here. Refresh. Okay. You could announce your flow, your workflow for users. Add a transaction, upload your docs, check your tasks, and then be extra nice and guide them exactly there, right? Add a transaction. Here are some instructions on how to do so. Upload your docs, right? Direct them straight from those links. And this is nice, obviously, because it opens the help site right in front of them. So they're not leaving the context of where they were. And again, just gives them that nice instruction in real time. Alrighty. And obviously these are just examples, but whatever your workflow is, whatever you need to instruct them on, whatever you need to link them to, including if it's an article, right? It'll happen in the same fashion. So nice and clean. Alrighty. Cool deal. Notice that we do use these are just more emojis or visual indicators that we use throughout these announcements because they just do help a lot with guiding the user, bringing their attention up here, helping them see what's going on. Steps 1, 2, 3, so clear. Versus if, for example, I'm going to throw my first example back up there that does not have any visual indicators so that you can see just kind of the difference or the impact that having those emojis has. Okay. But don't get too crazy with them. Okay, so another couple examples here. If you've got some new agents and you want to instruct them what they need to do, save that and reload it. Right. If you're new to ABC Realty, hop over to the reference page and review the agent training docs. Okay, here's another one here. For timely issuance of checks, everyone loves those. Be sure to check for any overdue tasks daily and point them perhaps to the list of overdue tasks and complete them ASAP, right? So they click it, you've already linked to a filtered page of overdue tasks. And keep in mind that for all pages in pipeline, all of them have unique URLs. So you can always go pull those and point someone directly to them, whether it's a filtered report, whether it's a sorted report, whether you're taking them to the reference page, unreviewed page, whatever, you can link them directly where you need them to go. Alrighty. Next one here is review transactions closing this week each morning to make sure whatever this important thing that you need them to do is ready to go, right? Nice little emoji there, but directing them directly to the results, the search results of transactions closing that week. Them to a link that has that exact search criteria. Alrighty. And then the next category is perhaps congratulations or recognition. That may seem like a minor thing, but just really taking a moment to say something either inspirational or positive or even just funny, even though it seems small, can have a potential to go a long way with people's participation in the system and their motivation in general, et cetera. It could be as simple as a happy birthday, right? Straightforward. It could be recognizing what someone has done. Right, so congratulations, Jeffrey, you did whatever this awesome thing is. Or it could just be, could be company accolades or accomplishments. So we close on 56 homes in January, pat yourselves on the back. All righty. Or even maybe just more generally motivational. Say we've got here, let me reload my page. Just like some words of inspiration. Forever real estate agent understands that the concept of home is predicated on the many life changes it can bring, many changes life can bring, and it doesn't start or end with a transaction, right? So something just motivational. Try one more here. I just really like those. Perhaps it's not about the money, though it's nice to have. At the end of the day, it's really about matching the right buyer with the right seller. We're matchmakers, real estate matchmakers. So again, something inspirational, a daily tip, anything like that. Another huge motivator, perhaps something like, We're 10 houses away from 100 for 2023, who will sell 100, right? So something that really gets them going stats wise. You can also do holiday greetings, obvious and straightforward. Let me just throw that one in here real quick. Again, enhanced by visual indicators or emojis. Happy Valentine's Day. Some people update their announcements regularly, some less frequently. If this is if it's something you do regularly, that can be beneficial. Or again, just fun or inspirational, leading them to perhaps some funny videos, right? A song of the week, a laugh of the week, or even just putting it straight there. Maybe why did an agent decide to hide his realtor license? Because he wanted to be a secret agent, right? Okay, so those are a nice handful of examples of how you can really be creative. Really take heed to the ones that direct people exactly where they need to go, like those report results or to specific pages, et cetera. They can be really useful practically and get people where they need to go.